So all my videos just lately have been super long and taken me ages to put together. So today I thought I'd do a nice quick one, and I've just been wondering just lately, what do you get if you buy the most expensive end of the range or the cheapest end of the range in a manufacturer's range of bikes? I thought I'd do this with the Giant TCR just because it's a good example of a all-round road bike. So what do you get for your money? What do you actually get for your money if you buy the top of the range? In this instance, it's the Giant TCR Advanced SL0 Dura Ace Di2, £7,899. So that is a big suitcase load of cash. However, super light, 6.6 kilograms, and comes in with a pretty low bicotic bike value score of 32.97, which will only really make sense when we compare that to the cheaper bike. So what do you get if you actually pay that kind of money? Well, I had a look at the website, and I guess the main thing is that it's made of advanced SL grade composite carbon. Now I believe that SL means super light, which is obviously reflected in the weight here. And then if you continue to read through the website, Giant's website, you get stiffness to weight ratio. So obviously super light, super stiff. You get a sublime ride quality, and if you dig into that a little bit, the seat post is designed to flex slightly to absorb road noise. You get razor sharp handling, so she's super stiff at the front end. It's a legendary all-rounder, so yep, it's won lots of races. It comes with a power meter, which is quite difficult to see in this picture, but if I brighten it up, you can see just there, that's the new Dura-Ace power meter. So there we go, a very lovely bike for a very large suitcase of money. So at the other end of the range we have the Giant TCR Advanced 2, £1,449, 7.9 kilograms. Better value for money with a bicotic bike value score of 45 as opposed to the more expensive SL0 of 32. That basically means you're getting more for your money. Now to line these images up, I've actually put up the seat on the Advanced 2 and dropped the handlebars to match the position that they have on the photograph for the SL0. Both bikes have got the same geometry. And what do you get with the cheap one? You get advanced grade composite as opposed to SL grade. She's a versatile performer. Pedal stomping stiffness. Mega drive down tube. So it's got a down tube, which is always good. And according to the website, you stay fresh. So that is super cool, I guess. Good. So if we just look between the two bikes, you've got the Di2 obviously on the expensive one, and you've got the 105 Groupset on the cheaper bike. Different gear ratios there going on. Another big difference you're going to find is the wheels. We've got the carbon Giant wheels on the expensive bike, and you've got the cheaper aluminium wheels on the cheaper bike. But it appears you can set them up pretty much the same. So obviously, other than the grade of carbon and the layup, the big difference between the two is that with the expensive bike you get the Dura-Ace Groupset, all these components including the brakes and the chain and what have you, and on the cheaper bike it's the 105 Groupset, which is basically two down from Dura-Ace. So it goes Dura-Ace, then down to Ultegra, and down to 105. Okay, so that's kind of the differences between the two bikes. What that would equate to over, say, a 50-mile ride on undulating terrain with the same rider, I have absolutely no idea. I would love to get my hands on both of these bikes so that I could actually do two back-to-back rides and see, how much quicker this bike actually is. And without actually riding them and doing some testing and timings on different terrain, it's very difficult to know what you're really actually getting for your money, other than the promise that it's better. The cheaper bike is 1.3 kilograms heavier, and I did look for a calculator online to see if I could just put those numbers in over, say, 50 miles, but I couldn't find anything really that would calculate it for me. If you know of a good calculator, let me know in the comments down below, and then I can try it out. But at the end of the day, the bottom line, you buy 5 of these Advanced 2s and actually have £654 left over to have a party or whatever you want to do with it. Or alternatively, you could buy the Advanced 2 and then also get yourself a 2007 Mazda MX-5 1.8 Roadster with aircon, 2 doors, 53,000 miles on the clock, full service history. And not only that, you'd have £155 left over for 3 tanks of fuel, so you could have a lovely weekend away with the missus. So that's another option. The other option, which is quite interesting, is you could get yourself some nice zip wheels, maybe a 404 on the front, 808 on the back, nice set of Vittoria Corsa tyres, 25 mils. You could then also get yourself a nice sort of matte black paint job. It is then arguable that on flat terrain with the same rider that the cheap bike here, the Advanced 2, would actually be faster than the SL0, what with it being much more aerodynamic in the wheels. So that's an interesting one. Not only that, you'd have plenty of cash left over and you could get yourself a Giant Rain 2 full suspension mountain bike for when the weather's not so good. So you'd end up with two pretty cool bikes instead of just the one. So there we go. What do you think? Is it worth parting with a huge suitcase full of cash for the top of the range Advanced SL0 Di2, or do you get yourself the cheaper bike and enjoy spending the change that you have left over? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.